second goal for Halifax, scored by number 19, Scott Bowden. Scored by number 5, Matthew Pearson. Okay.
Vice-captain Neil Ashton with a throw down left-hand side. Flicked on by Bolt, but cleared by Mark Robertson up to Hattersley, flicks it on to Scott Bowden. Plays into Danny Schofield. Danny Schofield on the edge of the box. He beats his defender. He pulls it back. It's a goal! It's a wonderful goal. Danny Schofield takes on his defender and slots the ball calmly into the far corner. Flick on by Hattersley, straight to Bowden, who knocks Danny Schofield in, and Schofield shrugged off one defender and slotted it home. 1-0 to Halifax. Back underway here. Marshall feeds it to former FC United fullback, who gives it back to the Man City trainee. He gets it forward to Scott Bowden. Bowden turns, gets a cross, goes across to Hattersley. It's there! Straight away. It's a brilliant goal from Town. As simple as you like. The ball played into Scott Bowden. The former Macclesfield man fires it across to Danny Hattersley, who's 3-4 yards out and on loan from taps the ball in to grab his third goal for Halifax Town, and Town are back in front 2-1.
Steve Williams clears. Bowden flicks it on. Pennicott has it. Here's Maynard, plenty of room. Lewis Maynard, and it's a great goal from Lewis Maynard. Great work from Scott Bowden there. Richard Pennicott picks the ball up, lays it off to Lewis Maynard, who has plenty of room to make a driven shot straight past Danny Lewis, and the Kidderminster goal. FC Halifax Town 1, Kidderminster Harriers 0. Dunn clears it back. But here's Pennicott, he's rounded the goalkeeper. Richard Pennicott still has it now. Bowden in the box. Plenty of support coming. Richard Pennicott. And it's a goal! Richard Pennicott getting him into the defence. Looked to head it back to Danny Lewis, but his header was not powerful enough. And Richard Pennicott was quick to react. He took it round Danny Lewis, and he had plenty of time to slot it past Kidderminster goalkeeper. FC Halifax Town 2, Kidderminster Harriers 0.
McManus now, is he going to have a shot? He's one up the left foot shot. It's a good strike, and the keeper's parried it, and it's goal to Richard Pennicott. He beat the offside trap, and it's 1-0 to Halifax Town. Scott McManus had plenty of time on the edge of had plenty of time to wind up the shot. The keeper could only parry it, and it's fallen kindly for Richard Pennicott. Smith now. They're struggling to find space here at Town, but there's a good disguised pass there from Smith to Pennicott, who gets the ball across the box, and it falls to Simon Ainge, scuffs his lines, but falls to Bowden, and it's 2-0 to Town. Richard Pennicott found himself on the right hand side. He crossed the ball in across the 6-yard box. It fell to Simon Ainge, who sort of scuffed his lines, but it managed to fall kindly to Scott Bowden, who comfortably pushed the ball away, and it's a great time for Town to score. Pennicott nips it back, and McManus on the ball now. Marshall's going to go long, looking for Dyer. It's a good first touch. And he's committed himself, and Dyer's got around the back, and he finds Smith at the edge of the box, and he shoots, and he scores! And it's a great start to the second half for FC Halifax Town. Persistent play down the left-hand side from Ross Dyer. He beat his man after he committed himself. He found an unmarked Smith in the box, and a low-driven strike goes straight through the legs of Daniel Nizic. Marshall now. Smith's got plenty of space on the left if he can find him, and he has with a great ball. He's one-on-one with Smith. He's cut inside. He's going to take. He's cut, and again, and he takes the left foot shot, and it's a great finish from Adam Smith. He found himself in acres of space on the left-hand side. It was a great spot from Paul Marshall, and he's jinked and twisted and turned his man in the box, and he's fired a left foot shot into the roof of the net. He goes out and finds Pennicott. To Smith, plays the 1-2 of Pennicott. He gets on the end of it, and he goes in through. It's a great touch, and it's gone again, and it's a great finish from Pennicott to cap off a great night for Halifax Town. Good combination play from himself and Smith. He found the 1-2. He nipped past the first man. He nipped past the second, and he's finished it greatly into the bottom left-hand side.
Swinging left-footed by Marshall, near post. And it's in! And he's Louis Maynard! Has put the Shaymen in front! 1-0, what a start! The the Shaymen. 3 corners in the first 5 minutes, and Paul Marshall wins a near post ball in, and it fell to Lois Maynard, who bundled the ball home. 1-0 to the Shaymen. FC Halifax Town 1, Bradford City 0.
But Marshall has the chance to get Halifax maybe back into this game. Paul Marshall, good penalty, it's 3-1. And Halifax rush the ball back to the halfway line. Is there time for what will be an incredible comeback? Good penalty, hard and low, sent the keeper the wrong way. And it's 3-1 now.
Bowden towards Scott Bowden, and it's Maynard, and it's a goal! Lois Maynard funnels the ball home from a corner ball from Adam Smith. Smith dinged the ball forward to the edge of the area, and it fell to Scott Bowden, who somehow managed to get the ball towards Lois Maynard, and he toe-bowled the ball home. FC Halifax Town 1, Alfreton Town 0. Headed by McManus. Here's Bowden now, space in midfield. He's running at the Alfreton defence. Smith now on the far side. Adam Smith puts the ball in towards Dyer, and Dyer is saying what a save because of Jamie Jackson! What a strike for Jamie Jackson! Puts the ball home, that's 2-0. Scott Bowden picked the ball up in midfield, running into the defence, put it out wide to Adam Smith, who weaved in and out and dinked a beautiful ball in, which forced a great save from a Ross Dyer header, and it came out to Jamie Jackson, who smashed the ball home to make it 2-0. FC Halifax Town 2, Alfreton Town 0. Glennon with a long kick forward towards the head of Ross Dyer. Dyer wins it, it's headed towards Bowden, he flicks it on, and here's Marshall. It comes out to McManus, his shot's blocked, comes out to Ross Dyer now. He's played forward to Scott Bowden, Bowden's in space, and Bowden scored! Great work there! Great finish on Scott Bowden to make it 1-0. The ball was initially flicked on by Ross Dyer, who came to Scott Bowden, and the ball fell to Paul Marshall, and then McManus somehow got his shot was blocked, and then Paul Marshall played the ball through to Scott Bowden, and Scott Bowden finished it off perfectly. FC Halifax Town 1, Forest Green 0.
Now Smith has a chance to deliver. Scaboli towards McManus, who's just got his header on it. And Jamie Jackson now on the left hand side, puts it back across, and it's gone in! Halifax take the lead. It's James Bolton with the header. Lovely ball across from Jamie Jackson, who retrieved the ball after Adam Smith's corner. And Bolton just coming in at the near post, just got the slightest of touches, and Halifax finally take the lead in what's up to now been a frustrating afternoon for them. Great ball across by Jackson. And James Bolton, a rare start for him today, but he's made full use of it, getting on the score sheet. Hatfield's delivery, it's been met by Maynard. And Lois Maynard makes it 2-0. Dibble really should have done better with that. But Maynard did well to stoop down and get his head on the ball. And it's yet another goal for Maynard. That takes him up to 6 for the season. But Dibble's looked unsure in net all day, and it really showed there as he failed to keep out what should have been a routine stop for him. But Lois Maynard makes it 2-0 to Halifax. And it looks for certain now that they will be coming away with all 3 points.
From Schofield, cuts it back. Chance about 4-16. Halifax take the lead. And it's 4-3. And then Smith leaves it, so it looks like Schofield's going to have a goal here to increase their lead and put them further into the next round. Schofield has a go. It's a great effort. Hit the post. It's gone in. A little bit of fortune in the end, and it comes off the walls and hits Willis. But you can't fault him. It's a great effort from Schofield, and Halifax lead 5-3.
Halifax looking to open the scoring. Back here. Lovely backfield by Jordan, and it's been slotted into the bottom corner by Pearson, I think. Delta drill, Halifax. 58th minute scoreline, number 5, Matty Pearson.
Schofield with the ball in. Towards to Mark Roberts, and it's off the line. And the ref has given the goal, and it's Mark Roberts has got it. The linesman on the far side flagging to give the goal. The Shaymen take the lead in today's FA Trophy clash. Danny Schofield with a beautiful ball in, causing problems, and there was Mark Roberts, familiar as ever, with a header to go in and give the Shaymen the lead. FC Halifax Town 1, Dartford 0. Pennick with a flick on. Bowden now, there's some space in the area. Scott Bowden, can he finish? Yes, he can! And it's 2-0 to the Shaymen. Great effort. Link-up play from Richard Pennick and Scott Bowden. Richard Pennick with the assist. Scott Bowden finds himself in space in the area, and a calm finish into the bottom corner to give the Shaymen a bit of breathing space. It's 2-0 to the Shaymen. FC Halifax Town 2, Dartford 0. Chris Schofield to put this one in towards the head of Williams, and it's a goal! Steve Williams with the header at the back post. Again, another set piece from Danny Schofield. Put the ball in. And there's Steve Williams at the back post with a great powerful header to beat Jason Brown in the Dartford goal. It's FC Halifax Town 3, Dartford 1.
Manus take this throw in. Is it into Maynard? Schofield now, looking to get a crossing. Takes on Modeste, checks back. It comes in for Maynard, and Halifax take the lead. On his return to the first team, Maynard scores. Halifax lead over, and it's 1-0. Plays a good ball to the left to Massey Pearson. Referee says play on. And Pearson comes away with the ball. He plays it back and it's a gone in. It's a goal. It's a scrappy one at that. But Halifax take a 2-0 lead. And Pennicott makes it Halifax Town 2, Dover Athletic 0. Shaymen Jackson. It's a sprint past Orlu and goes for a shot. It's in, it's a great goal. His first touch of the game, and Jackson with an absolute beauty of the keeper, Mitch Walker. And it's FC Halifax Town 3, Dover Athletic 1.
Left for the Shaymen to find a winning goal. Jamie Jackson lays the ball off to Hatfield. One final throw of the dice now. Will Hatfield. He's found Jack Muldoon. And back to Bolton. He's put the ball in the box. He's done just like Jamie Jackson. It's 1-0 Halifax Town. And Jamie Jackson has scored a vital goal for the Shaymen. Brilliant ball in from James Bolton, and Jackson stooped down and got the deftest of touches to guide the ball past Nick Hammond, and Halifax Town take the lead in the dying minutes. Jamie Jackson on the score sheet once again. Absolutely fantastic for Halifax Town as they continue their push on the playoff places, and it's 1-0 to the Shaymen.
Now is Pearson. Pearson again, puts the ball in. And Lockyer clears. And now here's Marshall. Dummies it for Bolton. Looks to get a ball in. He does. Towards Maynard. And he's in! Now it's Maynard with the header. 1-0 to Halifax Town. Great play from Adam Smith on James Bolton on this near side. Smith dummies the ball, and Bolton puts a wonderful ball in to Lois Maynard, whose header somehow creeps past Milden Hall in the goal. It's FC Halifax Town 1, Bristol Rovers 0. going to be Paul Marshall. Dinks the ball in towards Mark Roberts. And he's put the ball in! It's 2-0! Great ball in from Paul Marshall. Paul Marshall dinks the ball into the back post, and Mark Roberts gets the right side of the defender to put the ball past Milner Hall in the Bristol Rovers goal. It's FC Halifax Town 2, Bristol Rovers 0.
Be 5 minutes to add on, and Richard Pennicott stands over this free kick. Goes under the wall, it's off the post, and then Maynard! Lewis Maynard scores to equalise for the Shaymen. What a crucial goal this could prove to be. Richard Pennicott, very clever from the free kick, decides to go under the wall, and it cannoned back off the post and fell to Lewis Maynard, who acrobatically flung his right foot at it, and it bounced into the floor and went in for his 10th goal, 10th league goal of the season. It's FC Halifax Town 1, Barnet 1.
Mark Roberts throws into the box. Goal! 1-1! Equaliser for the Shaymen. A long throw from Mark Roberts is met by James Bolton, who nods past Dixon. A good header there from the right back. And Halifax are back level. 1-1. Adam Smith, Maynard, Jamie Jackson, Schofield on the edge. Roberts throws it in. It's a big one. Rankin misses his header. Falls to Jackson. Adam Smith there. Header. 2-0. Goal! It's 2-1 to Halifax. And it's James Bolton again. James Bolton with a second goal for Halifax. Unlikely as the scorers. The big throw came in. Rankin could not deal with it for Gateshead. Fell to Jackson. He had an effort. Fell to Smith. He had another one. It was deflected towards Bolton, and he headed it behind the goalkeeper, and it is 2-1 to Halifax.
Mark Roberts with Halifax's first real chance to put the ball in the box. He's played it in towards Maynard. It's been headed against Hutchison. It's fallen to Jack Muldoon, and Muldoon has opened the scoring. 1-0 to Halifax in the opening 2 minutes. The ball was knocked into the box by Mark Roberts. As attempted to clear away, it came off Graham Hutchison and fell very kindly to Jack Muldoon. And he struck it right into the bottom corner, left the goalkeeper with no chance. And it's his first goal for FC Halifax Town, the on-loan striker from Rochdale. And it's bounced over Bolton. Roberts gets the clearance away as Scott Bowden looking to play it in for Matty Pearson. And he's chased down well, and Bowden first time delivery into Jack Muldoon. It's 2-0, and it's Jack Muldoon once again. Absolutely superb cross, inch perfect by Scott Bowden, and the finish was a simple task for Jack Muldoon to double Halifax Town's lead. Here is Nuneaton 0, Halifax 2. Muldoon with both the goals. Brilliant chasing down on this right hand side by Matty Pearson. He won the ball back, and Scott Bowden with an absolutely superb ball in. And Jack Muldoon was never going to miss from there. He'd never scored for Halifax before today, and now he's got 2 in 1 game.
It's going to be a long throw in from Roberts on this far side. Comes in towards Williams. Being to it, comes back out. Bowden's there. It's deflected, it's in. It's an early goal for the Shaymen. Scott Bowden is claiming it. And Halifax Town off to a great start here at the Shay. Manas goes long. Hasley takes it on his chest and plays it into fellow substitute Hatfield. Nice ball into Bowden. It comes to Hatfield. It's fallen to Jack Muldoon, and Hatfield's there. And he gets his first goal since signing for the Shaymen. Took a few deflections in the box, And it's fallen to Will Hatfield, who can knock it into an open goal. And it's FC Halifax Town 2, Macclesfield Town 2.
Pearson. It's a wonderful ball out wide to Scott McManus. He's got players ahead of him. It's into the feet of Jamie Jackson, back to Hatfield, now round the corner to Maynard, who shoots. It's deflected and it's in! It's the goal for the Shaymen. The shot came in from range from Lois Maynard. It took a deflection and went in and nestled in the top corner past Paul Foreman, and the Shaymen have pulled one back. In the dying moments of the game, it's Lincoln City 1, FC Halifax Town 1.
This is Hutchison. Smith goes in. The cross was headed. It's 1-0. Goal to Halifax. A header from, looked like Paul Marsh. It was McManus, sorry. It was McManus. The long ball came over. It was missed by a couple of Woking headers. Hattersley nodded it back to McManus at the front post, and he easily nodded it home, and Halifax have the lead here. First goal in 4 games that, and Halifax lead early on thanks to the header from Scott McManus. Will Hatfield to step over, right-footed. Referee blows his whistle. Hatfield scores. 2-1 to Halifax. Wonderful penalty from Will Hatfield, puts it right into the top right-hand corner. Gave Cole no chance and he makes him pay for his error. Halifax now with a 2-1 lead here at the Kingfield Stadium.